does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. He who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. Wherever you go, go with all your heart. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Respect yourself, and others will respect you. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. The superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. When anger rises, think of the consequences. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not ask is a fool for life. Learning without thought is labor lost. Thought without learning is perilous. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. Virtue alone is not enough. It must be applied. By 3 methods we may learn wisdom. First, by reflection, which is noblest. Second, by imitation, which is easiest. And third, by experience, which is the bitterest. The superior man seeks what is right, the inferior one what is profitable. To see what is right and not do it is want of courage. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large. Hold faithfulness and sincerity as first principles. Study the past if you would define the future. The cautious seldom err. Ignorance is the night of the mind, but a night without moon and star. When we see men of a contrary character, we should turn inwards and examine ourselves. The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. You cannot open a book without learning something. To go beyond is as wrong as to fall short. Humility is the solid foundation of all virtues. Success depends upon previous preparation, and without such preparation, there is sure to be failure. What you do not want done to yourself, do not do to others. Wisdom, compassion, and courage are the 3 universally recognized moral qualities of men. Only the wisest and stupidest of men never change. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Virtue is not left to stand alone. He who practices it will have neighbors. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. To see and listen to the wicked is already the beginning of wickedness. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. A gentleman would be ashamed should his deeds not match his words. Education breeds confidence, confidence breeds hope, hope breeds peace. The object of the superior man is truth. If you look into your own heart and you find nothing wrong there, what is there to worry about? What is there to fear? The man who moves a mountain begins with small steps. Virtue is the root, wealth is the branch. Act with kindness, but do not expect gratitude. To lead uninstructed people to war is to throw them away. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. A youth is to be regarded with respect. How do you know that his future will not be equal to or present? He who exercises government by means of his virtue may be compared to the North Polar Star, which keeps its place and all the stars turn towards it. Is it not a joy to learn and to practice what you have learned at the right time? Virtue is not solitary, it is bound to have neighbors. Let your words be sincere and your actions firm. Even in poverty, a noble person keeps their dignity. Nobility lies not in blood, but in virtue. The noble person seeks harmony without conformity. He who governs others must first master himself. Education without reflection is waste. Reflection without education is peril. Keep your heart open and your hands clean. True knowledge is knowing the extent of one's ignorance. Seek not fame, but integrity. Listen more, speak less, and you will avoid trouble. Compete not with others, but with your past self. The hardest part is to act according to what you know. Virtue spreads like a contagion when good example is near. Filial piety is the foundation of all virtue. Do not curse the darkness. Light a candle. A wise man knows when to be silent. Knowledge without kindness is cold and dangerous. Respect for others begins with respect for oneself. The goal is not to win, but to walk the path with purpose. Be kind, even if the world is not. You may set an example. Honesty is the mirror of the soul. patience opens doors that force cannot unlock. He who listens learns more than he who talks. When the heart is calm, the thoughts are clear. Greatness lies not in having much, but in needing little. A person is tested not by victories, but by defeats. The true path begins with sincerity. Dignity is the shadow cast by one's actions. He who takes too much loses more. Silence sometimes speaks louder than words. Find joy in simplicity, and you will know happiness. The wiser you are, the simpler your words. Happiness lies not in possessing, but in giving. Guard your thoughts, and you guard your future. Man is born good, evil is learned. Wisdom is not knowledge, but the wise use of it. Justice begins with the smallest acts. You may lose a battle, but gain your soul. Homeland is where your heart finds peace. Do not strive to be understood. Strive to be worthy of understanding. Anger is a poison you drink, hoping it will harm another. The more we respect others, the less we need to fear them. When the soul is clean, life becomes clear. Even the darkest night must give way to dawn. Mastery lies in repeating the simple until it becomes perfect. Great wisdom is found in simplicity. A true teacher inspires thinking, not repetition. True power is self-mastery.